A man who generally says nothing actually said something very interesting there. As you listen to it, Sacho, what do you think he's really saying?
Yeah, I think what he's saying is that there's actually a real quarterback competition in New England. Like, think about it. From the outside looking in, our job in the media is to talk about who's going to be the starter. But if you're the player, if you're on the field, each day there's this competition going on. You might have a good day today, a bad day tomorrow. So, like, players understand that it is a literal and a physical waste of time to try and see, man, am I out there with the ones, with the twos? Who are my receivers? None of that matters. Just go out there and ball, because today Cam Newton might be the starter, but Mac Jones may be knocking on that door. So you got practices against the Eagles, dominating those. You got a preseason game, dominate then. You got another one, dominate then. And then all of a sudden, all that talk will fade to the side. But right now, there's so much talk with Cam. Are you the starter? Are you not? Who's going to start the season off? Cam's not worried about that, and Bill Belichick has been preaching that not only to his team, but to everyone else listening. Everybody, do your job.
Yeah, and that basically there's no point in worrying about that for anybody else out there. So, Jeff Darlington, let me come to you then on what you're hearing from inside there, because, you know, they're doing these workouts with the Eagles now, so there's a lot more eyes on it than there might normally be. It feels like it's coming down to the nitty-gritty right here.
Well, I just got a text from somebody within the Patriots organization who pointed out that Mac Jones is handling things, quote, very well, very smart, very hard worker, steady progress. These are all the types of things behind the scenes that you want to feel about Mac Jones. Yes, it matters what we personally see in practice and in preseason games, but what's happening behind the scenes in that building, the fact that he's making that type of progress, to me, tells you that, yes, as Sam pointed out, this is a competition. And I want to point out something that Bill Belichick said right after Mac Jones was drafted. He said, quote, Cam's our quarterback. Whatever time Jared Stidham or Mac Jones are ready to challenge and compete, we'll see how that goes. This is a different tone now. We're not necessarily saying Cam's our quarterback. Cam Newton himself said he has not been told he's the starter. So to me, Mac Jones has done enough already to insert him into that conversation. How far he takes it now is the question before week one.
Jeff?
Yeah, this is secrecy veiled in truth, right? It is true what Belichick is saying, and his charm, doesn't go unseen. But offensive linemen do need to play with offensive linemen. That's absolute truth. That is the most important thing, the five guys getting together. You saw Wynn give up a sack early on Cam in the preseason game. So you understand that group has to work together. But you need to know who your QB is. You have to understand cadence, checks, audibles, all the different things that starting quarterbacks have to adjust to their offensive line, and vice versa. Listen, there is a chemistry between the guys that block for you and that quarterback, not unlike the chemistry they have with wide receivers. So I love what Darlington just said. It is, and what Acho said, there is a true competition, and he knows now Mac Jones has put himself assertively in that conversation. So how many reps can he get with those ones to really begin to build that bond between he and Andrews or whoever the center is going to be at that moment?
Quick final thought, go.
Yeah, and Jeff, you're right. You need to know who the quarterback is, but you don't need to know right now, right? You've got 2 more preseason games to find out who that quarterback's going to be. And then once the preseason is over, there's about 10 or 12 so days before the actual season starts.
That's right.
I think the competition should play itself out. Let's see who ends up winning this competition.
And I also think it's worth reminding everybody the way their season begins. They have 2 division games to start their year, and then they have Tom Brady coming to town week 4. So the first quarter of their season, we know Bill usually treats the beginning of the season as an extended preseason. I don't think that they have that ability to do it this year. Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.